Welcome friends. In this video you are going to learn about application of induction motor. As in the previous video you have learned about induction motor. In this video I will be focusing on application of induction motor. So I will give you an overview of induction motor. After that I will cover some basic parts of an induction motor so that you don't have any problem in understanding the application of induction motor. After that I will be covering types of induction motor. Then finally the main thing is application of single phase induction motor and application of three phase induction motor. Let's start it. First of all, overview of induction motor. An induction motor is an AC electric motor in which the electric current in the rotor needed to produce torque is obtained by electromagnetic induction from the magnetic field of stator. So simply meaning as in AC current is given to stator which produces an alternating magnetic field due to which an electric current flows through the rotor and which provides torque and the rotor rotates. An induction motor is the most modest electrical machine from constructional point of view in the majority of the cases. It is simple that we can get to know about it from its uses in industry. Then covering the features of induction motor. It is simple and rugged construction, low cost and minimum maintenance, like there are no brushes which will be burnt out with time. High dependability and sufficiently high proficiency, like industry depends on it and it provides high profits to them. Needs no additional starting motor and necessity to be synchronized, like in the you can take example of an electric generator. We have to rotate it to set the motor, so there is not such any case in induction motor. Now I will cover the basic parts of induction motor. Stator, as you have in the previous slide you get to know about stator. Stator is the stationary part of the rotatory system. Like in this induction motor it will be stationary, it will not rotate. The stator is made up of various stampings with slots to carry three-phase windings. You will get to know in the next slide where I will show you the picture of it. It is wound for a distinct number of poles. The windings are geometrically divided into 120 degrees separated. Two sorts of rotors are used in induction motors, that is squirrel cage rotor and wound rotor. You will get to know about it in the next slides. No DC field current is required to run the machine. Rotor voltage is induced in the rotor windings rather than being physically connected by the wires. It is induced due to the induction from the stator, and there is no physical contact between rotor and stator. Here is a typical stator. Like here is the windings. Here if you can see there are three holes, 1 2 3, which is for three phases. Like here is the one phase, second phase, third phase, and parallel at the other side it is the first side coil, second, and here is the third. Like they are at 120 degrees to each other. Rotor. The rotor is the rotating part of the electromagnetic circuit. Like rotor rotates, or we can say it is the core. The most common type of rotor is the squirrel cage rotor. It is widely used. The rotor comprises of cylindrical laminated core with axially placed parallel slots for carrying the conductors. You will get to know it in the next slides. Each slot carries a copper, aluminium or alloy bar to increase the magnetic induction. The rotor of three-phase induction motors frequently is likewise employed as an anchor. Its shape looks like an anchor if you centrally see it like it is the center. It will look like something like this. It is the anchor shape, hence we call it is an anchor. So the purpose behind this name is anchor shape of the rotors used within quite early electrical devices. In electrical equipment, the anchor's winding would be induced by the magnetic field, although the rotor takes this part in three-phase induction motor. This is a typical rotor, this is squirrel cage rotor, and this is wound rotor. These are coils and core is laminated so to reduce the eddy currents. Types of induction motor. Single phase induction motor. The single phase induction motor is not self-starting. When the motor is connected to a single phase power supply, the main winding carries an alternating current. It is logical that the least expensive, most reduced upkeep sort engine out to be utilized most regularly. These are of different types based on their way of starting, since these are of not self-starting. Like least expensive because coil will be less in single phase as compared to three phases. It reduces the cost of metal. Those are split phase shaded pole capacitor motors. Again, capacitor motors are capacitor start, capacitor run, and permanent capacitor motors. Permanent capacitor motor is shown below to take, so then you can get an overview of it. Like here we can give input power, that is AC current, and after that here is the main winding, here is the rotor and start winding. When the supply voltage is applied, current in the main winding, that is it here, lacks the supply from your supply voltage because the main winding impedance of main winding will be higher as compared to start winding, and current in the start winding lags the supply voltage depending on the starting mechanism of impedance. The angle between the two windings is sufficiently phase difference to provide a rotating magnitude field to produce a starting torque. Like you can see in your ceiling fans, the capacitor is needed to start the fan. After that, main winding will do its work. The point when motor reaches 70 to 80% of synchronous speed, a centrifugal switch on the motor starts shaft opens and disconnects the starting winding. As it will rotate, here will be a switch will get open due to centrifugal force. Three-phase induction motor. These motors are self-starting and use no capacitor, start winding, centrifugal switch or other starting device. Three-phase AC induction motors are widely used in industrial and commercial applications. We will get it in the next slides. These are of two types, squirrel cage and slip ring motors. Squirrel cage motors are widely used due to their rugged construction and simple design. Slip ring motors require external resistors to have high starting torque. You might have heard it in the previous videos, so I am not focusing on it much because I will be focusing on the applications. Induction motors are used in industry and domestic appliances because these are rugged in construction, requiring hardly any maintenance, that they are comparatively cheap and require supply only to stator. You just supply AC current to the stator and there is no physical contact between stator and rotor, so there will be minimum hardware wastage or wear or tear. So they are rugged means you can handle it roughly, but it will not impact their performance or their ability. They don't need much maintenance. Here is a diagram of a typical 3-phase induction motor. Like here are the switches for 3-phase supply, and here are the primary resistors. In state, here is the stator, which is 3-phase. Here is the rotor. This stator can be also delta phase depending on the condition. In starting we need star phase because it cannot handle a large current which star delta will be providing, so we use star phase to reduce the current and voltage, and when it start rotating then we can apply delta phase supply. So that is why we need star delta starters in submersibles. Application of single phase induction motor, that is important. These motors find use in fans, refrigerators, air conditioners, vacuum cleaners, washing machines, centrifugal pumps, tools, small farming appliances, blowers, and many more. These are mostly used for low power but constant speed devices. Keep it in your mind, constant speed devices such as agricultural tools and machinery where 3-phase supply are not available. We cannot provide 3-phase supply to a vehicle. So this is the range of motors in toys, hair dryers, etc. So basically we use single phase induction motors in our daily life frequently. These motors are easy to repair also. There are different starting methods of single phase induction motors. Usually these motors are chosen based on their starting methods. These methods can be classified as split phase starting, shaded pole starting, repulsion motor starting, and finally reluctance starting. Now we will cover split phase starting. The starting torque of a resistance start motor is about 1.5 times of the full load torque. The maximum torque is about 2.5 times of the full load torque at about 75 of the synchronous speed. The starting electric current of the motor is high, about 7 to 8 times of the full load value. You might have covered it in the previous videos, so I will focusing on the applications. Application of split phase induction motor. This type of motors are cheap and are suitable for easily starting loads where the frequency of starting is limited. This type of motor is not used for drives which requires more than 1 kilowatt because of the low starting torque. The various applications are follows. It is used in washing machine and air conditioning fans. The motor are used in mixer grinder, floor polishers, blowers, centrifugal pumps, drilling and lathe machines. Now the second is shaded pole starting. The power losses are very high in this shaded pole induction motor and the power factor of motor is low. The starting torque induces in induction motor are also very low. Because of the following reason, the motor has poor efficiency, thus their designs are kept small and the motor has low power rating. Easily understood. Application of shaded pole induction motor. This type of motor is used to drive the devices which require low starting torque. The various applications of shaded pole motor are as follows. First, they are suitable for small devices like relays, fans because of its low cost and easy starting. It is also used in exhaust fans, hair dryers, and also in table fans. It is used in air conditioning and refrigeration equipment and cooling fans. Like in refrigeration, there is compressors, and this motor is used there. Record players, tape recorders, projectors, photocopying machines all use this induction motor. It is used for starting electronic clocks and single-phase synchronous timing motors. Repulsion motor starting. Following points regarding it must be noted from the curve. Like there is a curve of repulsion motor starting. I will not playing because it is not part of application. Rotor current is maximum when the brush axis and direct axis coincides. As you are aware, there is also two axis brushes in it. I will be not covering that. Rotor current is 0 when the brush occupies a position in quadrature with the direct axis. Maximum torque in repulsion motor is achieved with the stator and rotor field axes are 40 degrees apart. Application of repulsion motor starting. Repulsion motor application included high-speed lifts, electrical locomotives, but of small scale. We will covering that in 3 phases also. Mining machines, printing presses, textile machines. Now we will come to reluctance starting. The starting torque depends upon the rotor position, where rotor is as compared to stator. The value of starting torque varies between 300 to 400% of its full load torque. As we know that as a motor attains speed nearly of synchronous speed, the auxiliary winding is disconnected and the rotor continues to rotate at synchronous speed. We have covered it in the previous slides. So moving on to the applications of reluctance motor. The various applications of reluctance motor are as follows. Simple construction, as there is no slip rings, no brushes, and no DC field findings. It is of low cost, maintenance is easy. It is used for many constant speed applications such as electric clock timer, signaling devices, recording instruments, etc. They are quite similar to each other, but this varies with the application we want, result we want to get from the motor. Now coming to the applications of three-phase induction motor, including the many small motors in appliances. Excluding the many small motors in appliances, most motors in use in the world are three-phase induction motors. That is what I was talking in the starting. Single phase induction motor have the advantage that they require fewer wires in their supply, but they don't have any other advantages. Three-phase induction motors are cheaper, more efficient, more reliable, and have a much higher starting torque. There are a lot of applications of three-phase induction motor. To name a few, I will be covering electric train engine. Like you might have traveled from train and seen it that engine is electric one. To drive the whole train, we use three-phase supply and three-phase induction motor to power this engine. Cooling fan used to cool large machines like alternators. Like in factories where we need to cool down machinery, induction motor can be used. Chimneys at power plants, like to exhaust the dust or smoke and heat. Induction motor fans are used at chimneys to exhaust the pollutants. Now in printing machines, it is also used at presses. Now in rolling mills, like if we have to create a roll of steel or aluminium, so we use 3-phase induction motor for doing so. Thank you very much for watching it.